Hi Capricorn, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We're doing your love reading for the next 2 weeks. So on your side, we have here and now, and it says, one second, it's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship that you may not have right now. One that's more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that's available to you. Stay present in a way that in this moment, as you cherish and approve your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So you could be in a situation where you're just not happy with where the relationship is at right now. Whether that's you guys like together and maybe like the honeymoon phase is over, or maybe it is that you guys are in separation and it's kind of like, I just want to get back with this person, or I just want to be over this person, and you're not quite there yet. Or it could be that, you know, this is someone new and you're like, I just want this to kind of kick off and it's not going anywhere. So you take what resonates for your situation. On their side then, we have the fates. So it says here, other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so that you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them is in the situation is perfect from the perspective of Spirit? Now's the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, Spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. So your person might be in a position where they might be trying to kind of, like it says, mold you into someone that you aren't quite that person, and maybe that's what's making you feel like, you know, that you aren't happy in this relationship right now. It doesn't mean that you're not happy in general, just like, you know, at this time you're not happy. If you guys are in separation, it's kind of like, you know, this person was like trying to change you in some way, and that's what's, you know, kind of was the demise of the relationship. But it definitely was fated. There was things that they needed to learn specifically, but also on your side. And if this is a new connection, it's kind of like they can't kind of tell you what you should be doing or when you should see them or how you should, you know, act or try something or whatever. So we have waxing moon, and it says the energy is gaining momentum. So this says, during the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up, emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe that you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focus on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. I know I'm headed in the right direction. This situation is full of potential. Your dream can come true. More effort is required, yet are you willing to give it? Review your goals and ensure that you're still committed, and keep moving forward. So maybe that is a big important one, that you need to review where you are in this relationship. Is this still something that you want? Is it just a version of this connection that you're wanting to kind of change in some way? Or is it, you know, the relationship itself that you're wanting to leave and go into something new, or just be by yourself right now? It could also be that, you know, maybe this, you know, you're not happy where you are right now, but things will improve, because with the energies gaining momentum, it is basically saying that you can either sit and kind of meditate on it, or you can take action, but either way it's the right track. So you don't need to worry about, is this the right decision? Then we have Frog Spirit, and it says, clear out the clutter. So it says Frog Spirit knows that while all the other frogs are croaking away, this is a time for you to simplify and declutter your life so that you can feel content on your own lily pad. Even when life isn't creating a total cacophony, correct me if you want to, I don't know what that is, we can become drawn to the excitement of lots of noise. Then the next thing we know, our schedules and homes are cluttered with commitments we regret making and objects taking up valuable space. Even relationships need decluttering as they often become messy. Frog Spirit appears to tell you to clean house, prioritize what you need and get rid of or give the rest away so that you can have some space in your day and in your head. You don't need the old stuff and its stories shouting at you about the past. Along with physical clutter, friendships are sometimes kept long past their expiration date, weighing you down with unnecessary baggage. Now's the time to let go. Whatever you need will appear when you need it, so release your grip on all that clutter that is making you feel anxious and burdened. Frog Spirit wants you to reclaim your space unencumbered by shoulds, oughts, and could have beens. Let go and jump. You are free from all of that old stuff. So there's definitely a need to kind of declutter either a relationship or your own mind in something, as well as maybe your home to make you feel better about something you're in. You could also just be feeling upset in general and, needing to focus on the present moment instead of the past or the future. Maybe that could be causing depression or anxiety. And then with the Frog Spirit, it's like clear out, your home space or your mind or something along those lines. So let's see for Capricorn. Okay, so I want to see what is Capricorn's feelings towards their person, Capricorn's person's feelings towards Capricorn. I want to know the situation, the obstacles and blockages, their next actions towards Capricorn, the outcome and the overall energy. Actually that should have gone. Okay, well, 8 of Cups just flipped over, so you could be walking away from something or someone. So we have 6 of Pentacles as your feelings, 3 of Swords as their feelings, Queen of Wands is the situation, 10 of Cups is the obstacles and blockages, Page of Swords is their next actions towards you, 4 of Pentacles is the outcome, overall energy is the Hermit. There could be a separation that you guys are going through at the moment. Otherwise, it's just spending more time alone than what you would usually within this relationship. I do feel like there's a need for healing in some way, possibly just healing yourself or healing this connection. But first things first is kind of like you're going to be isolating yourself maybe a bit more than usual. Then we have the 6 of Pentacles as your feelings. So you do want to kind of bring balance into this connection. You might be feeling like you've been breadcrumbed or like you haven't been getting the same energy from them as feel like you've been giving to them. And you might just want to balance this connection back out again. Or maybe even ask them for help with something, The 3 of Swords being their feelings for you is that they're feeling very hurt over something. Now, it could be that, that it was like major heartbreak and you guys have broken up, like I said, with the Hermit being separation. But it could also be that maybe there was just a major disappointment that you did something that maybe wasn't even that bad, but they got really hurt by the situation and their feelings are really hurt and really disappointed. So even if you don't see that as something that bad, that is how they're feeling. The Queen of Wands is about the situation is that there is an opportunity here for possibly a positive connection. Maybe you're feeling very motivated to kind of try and make this work or to balance this out, or you're trying to kind of bring this connection back on track to a positive type of energy. It could be that like you're feeling more motivated than usual this week as well, not only towards the relationship but in general. And the Queen of Wands is also about like feeling good about yourself, not only with the way that you feel inside, but also the way that you look. It could be maybe giving yourself a little makeover or giving yourself that face mask or getting your hair done or buying some new clothes or something like that. But in regards to the situation within the connection, it's definitely feeling more motivated in general to kind of maybe take this relationship to the next step. And you guys are both very attracted to each other as well. 10 of Cups being the obstacle and blockages is that there's some sort of like happiness that's causing an issue. Like it's basically that there's a lack of happiness right now. It could be, like I said, just that you're going through some things, or it could be that, they're trying to kind of mold you into someone that you're not, or it could be that it's just, between the two of you, you guys are going through a rough time and you guys are struggling to kind of like have a good time and happy feelings towards each other. Their next actions is the Page of Swords. So they do plan to kind of observe you and see what happens, maybe get some more information on you. They could also be looking at like your social media right now, or just trying to ask friends about you. They're trying to kind of gain some perspective on what it is that they need to do for some sort of new beginning between the two of you. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is someone holding on to past people or energies from the past, some sort of issues from the past. It is kind of holding back as well, like holding back your energies, not really giving too much away, and more focused on like your finances or your stability right now, personally, rather than this connection. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Capricorn. There's a lot going on here. Okay, so I want to see, so what is the Six of Pentacles? Seven of Cups. You could be having a little confusion surrounding this connection right now, and not understanding like where things, what has happened to cause an imbalance in the relationship. Or you could also be having a lot of options right now that's making it very difficult for you to kind of choose which path to go down. And like maybe you're asking for help either from someone else with options regarding a relationship, or you're asking your person for help with these many options that you're trying to decide on. There is an opportunity here for a new beginning with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but it's kind of like needing to do things a bit of an unconventional way, like trying to start this new beginning. There's a lot of passion and that type of thing, but you're not sure how to go about it with the Seven of Cups, and how to bring balance into this connection. So what's the Three of Swords? We have Judgment coming out there. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck, 1 second. So that's Scorpio energy. Bottom of the deck, oh sorry, that's Aries energy along with Sag and Leo, and this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So bottom of the deck we have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands, so firstly Judgment clarifying the Three of Swords is kind of like realizing, having an awakening about how hurt something has made them, or having an awakening as to why they had to go through this pain, but very much still hurt in the situation. It could have to do with like a house and home situation, maybe where you guys are living, or possibly about some sort of milestone in the relationship. Maybe it never reached that milestone that they wanted it to, but they're realizing the purpose of this all. So what's the Queen of Wands? We have the Two of Pentacles. So there's definitely a decision that needs to be made here, and I feel like you guys are weighing the pros and cons of the situation, trying to be positive about it, but also being quite logical in the sense of like, okay, what's practical here? Let's see, let's make a list of what's good about this, what's bad about this, let's find out. Magician clarifying that at the bottom of the deck. So there's something that you guys are manifesting in this relationship, and maybe it's to kind of come to a decision of what to do next. Maybe the situation has nothing to do with the two of you or issues between the two of you, but external issues altogether that you guys are trying to kind of decide together what's our next move, and what are we passionate about, like what do we want to do. The Magician is also about realizing that you guys have all it takes to be able to kind of take action in your manifestations, but maybe just not realizing that you have everything that it takes. And that was kind of like the energy is gaining momentum. It did say if you want to sit and manifest and contemplate it for longer, you can do that, and that's absolutely no problem. But also if you have the courage, go for it and start taking action, like with the Queen of Wands. So what's the Ten of Cups? We have the Empress. That is Libra, Taurus energy. Bottom of the deck we have Death, Scorpio energy. So I do see that with the obstacle and blockages being the Empress, maybe some sort of new ideas are causing issues, or trying to bring those ideas to life more like is causing issues with like the happiness of this connection. It could also be that like there's maybe some sort of infertility or materialistic stuff going on that's causing some sort of issues, and then there needs to be like an ending of some sort, and in order to kind of let go of something, and it's probably quite a big transformation here, a big change. In order to let go of this change, you kind of need to get more into like the feelings of things, like feeling love and feeling happiness, and what does your heart want, and kind of getting into that mode of let's go with the flow a bit more and kind of attract things towards us, instead of kind of taking action on it right now. And then what's the Page of Swords? We have the Eight of Pentacles. So Page of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles is them kind of trying to get some sort of perspective on what is needed to, what do they need to work on to make this relationship work, or what do they need to work on in order to come towards you with a new beginning, or what do you guys need to work on together. Maybe you guys are trying to come up with ideas of what you could do for work. Maybe you're trying to kind of start a business or something. But we do have the Four of Swords, so there is a need for some sort of break here, or time to yourself or themselves, before coming up. There needs to be some sort of healing within this connection, or healing within themselves, in order to kind of come forward and start gaining things from a new perspective, because the Four of Swords is definitely energy of like needing to just take some time out before going ahead. So what's the Four of Pentacles? We have the Star. So one second. So Four of Pentacles and the Star, you do see this person has a very spiritual connection, and you are wanting to kind of maybe heal the connection or heal the issues that you guys have had between each other. But it's kind of like you're holding back and you're holding on to those issues, but still wanting to heal them. Like they are your wish fulfillment. And you do want to kind of, like I said, heal the connection in some way, and get back to happiness between the two of you and be optimistic about this connection, but something's holding you back. Okay, let's get some oracles here. So I want to see what are your feelings towards your person right now, Capricorn. Okay, second. With family, fertility, parenthood, and pregnancy. It could be that someone wants to have a baby and someone doesn't, or there could be like some sort of infertility going on. But you do see this person as your family, like you do want a family going forward with them. You could already have a family with them. Maybe you guys are just on different pages about when to start a family. It could be because this is about, you know, the Empress is about fertility and pregnancy and that type of thing. And the Ten of Cups is about family. So it could be about that altogether. And then we have running, ghosting, disappearing, and invisible. So it could be that maybe you're scared to kind of settle down and start a family right now. Like maybe you feel like it's not the right time to do that. So how is, okay, we have shocking, turmoil, trouble, and expected is how your person is feeling. So your person could be shocked with the fact that maybe you're not on the same page as them regarding this family situation or issue, or maybe about, like I said, some sort of like materialism that's going on, and they're quite shocked as to like that this is even happening. They're feeling very upset about this. They feel trapped as well, stuck, tied down, and captive. They feel like this is a situation that isn't moving forward in some way, and they would like to kind of push this relationship forward. So what's the outcome? We have open heart, receptive, empathy, and vulnerable. So I do see that you guys will get into, you know, an open conversation between the two of you, where you might kind of speak what's on your heart at this time, and just understanding each other, trying to get on the same page, trying to see where the other person is coming from. And maybe you do just need to open up and be a bit vulnerable. And then we have possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, and risks. So it's kind of like, well, why not? Let's take the risk on this relationship. Let's take the risk on starting a family one day. Let's take the risk on moving to a different place. Like let's just be open about it, type of thing. Okay, so let's see. So what is the situation here with Aquarius, Capricorn? We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, what else? We have you deserve love, you are lovable. So maybe if you're feeling like this person is trying to change you in some way, like don't, like, yes, obviously clear out your own clutter, like work on your issues that you personally have, but like if they're making you feel like you need to change to be with them, that's never okay. What else? We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So there might need to be some sort of forgiveness between the two of you so that you guys can kind of reconcile in some way. Someone from your past is returning to your life, so it could be that this is someone from the past altogether. It could just be that you guys are, you know, having an argument and getting back on the same page in some way, apologizing to each other and just, like I said, getting back on the same page. So let's get some messages from your person. If they weren't holding anything back, what would they say to Capricorn? And then I also just want to say that these are usually for people in separation, so only take what resonates here. Okay, so we have, I hid who I really am from you. Maybe that's this materialism or wanting a family or something like that. The timing just wasn't right for us. Maybe you feel like this, if this is starting a family, it's kind of like it's not the right time. It could just be that maybe in the past you guys were trying to kind of work something out together or be together and it just wasn't the right time, but maybe going forward, or they might feel like maybe now it is. So what, let's see what else we have. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Maybe that's what they heard about, that maybe you not used them, but like you lent on them a lot with the Six of Pentacles and asked for their help a lot with something, and they feel like that you weren't fully in it or that hurt them in some way, and then you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So that definitely could be someone from the past. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope it resonated. Please do give me a thumbs up if it did. I really would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again either next week for your general messages or the following week again for your love reading. Take care.